Hey y'all, so I'm back. So yeah, your person had walked away from you and they basically abandoned you, left you feeling neglected. You were looking for answers. That's why you were in that hermit mode because they had ghosted you too. With the hermit could also mean somebody actually ghosting you, um, and leaving you alone as well. But the reason why they ghosted you, and I'm going to go back to this Empress card, something keeps telling me intuitively to go to this Empress card. Oops, this was in the reverse, this King of Wands. Um, the Empress basically was letting me know too that your person walked away from you because they thought this other person was doing better than you financially. It may have not been because they thought that they looked better than you per se, looks wise, but they could have also thought that this person had some abundance and they could have been a mother too already, is what I'm getting. They could have already had at least one child. And they could have thought that they were this great mother and she was so nice and kind and gentle and feminine. But that wasn't the case, right? Because we're looking at a Queen of Swords in reverse, a Queen of Wands in reverse. And obviously they're counterparts because they were coming up as the King of and Queen of Wands both in reverse. So this woman has a nasty attitude. She wasn't hospitable and kind and nurturing and abundant and all this stuff like what they thought she was. They basically, let's see, with this Queen of Wands in reverse, they basically manipulated your person. They deceived and manipulated your person for their own personal gain. And they had your person thinking that they was this sweet, beautiful, amazing human being. And not just talking about beautiful physically. I'm not getting that. But they thought that they were all, kind and sweet and just this divine feminine bullshit that she was trying to put this act on. But we already know what it is, honey. We ain't even got to keep going. Now we have Six of Pentacles in reverse. I said that I felt like your person was being scammed by this person. It could have been some type of honey trap. They got with your person for their own personal gain. It really was not any reciprocity. I said with the Temperance card that there was some some equal poured into each other, but I was getting more so sexually. Okay, they could have thought that this person was bringing them peace, harmony, balance, and alignment with spirit and stuff like that, and they could have thought they were possibly like a soulmate, or they thought that with sex that they were on the same level and stuff like that when it came to the sex game and stuff, and about them trying different things in the bed and stuff like that. But really, there was no equal give and take. There was definitely a big imbalance in this relationship, and with that King and Queen of Wands both being in reverse, that spoke volumes. I feel like they were very nasty towards each other. And they could have also cheated on each other. I feel like this woman was a big cheater too, with the Queen of Swords in reverse. Y'all know how I do. I be jumping all over the place. Y'all have to excuse me. When I get messages, I get to going. We have Knight of Cups. Yeah. So what it was is that let me go back. Eight of Cups, Six of Pentacles in reverse, paired with the Knight of Cups. They walked away from you, Eight of Cups, and kept you emotionally strained and drained, and they didn't give you equal give and take. While you were the woman of worth, they chose to treat this other woman like she was worth it, because she put on this facade like she was just like she was Mother Gaia or something, earth goddess and all. Child, girl, boom. Anyway, Knight of Cups. They were trying to romantically pursue this person because they thought they hit the jackpot. I'm telling you, I'm telling you, I'm telling you. They went off. They started dating. Actually, I'm getting they were dating multiple people. I've already mentioned about third parties with the Three of Cups card. I felt like they were celebrating with other women. They could have been emotionally connected with these other women at the time, but they actually was having sex with this one I keep picking up on. The HBIC, the head bitch in charge. They were flirting and doing everything else while they claim to be in a relationship with you, collective. I'm gonna pull a few more. Judgment in reverse. Sadly but surely, I feel like this person has not understood the error of their ways. They don't care. They didn't get the lesson. Is this was supposed to be teaching this person, your person, a lesson about using their better judgment, literally, but they didn't. They failed to go back to reanalyze all the steps that they took to fuck their lives up. They don't want to go back. They don't want to analyze and take notes and be like, okay, spirit, I got it. Okay, yeah. Okay, let me not do that again. They're not doing the checks and balances. They don't care. They don't care about the lesson being learned. They're stubborn. They're going to keep doing what they're doing because they're an honorary person and they're full of shit. Next, we have Nine of Swords in reverse. I do feel like they are still slowly but surely trying to overcome. You know what? I kept getting this too. That they're being haunted by the shit that they've done to you and several others. They leave a trail of broken hearts and tears and pain. And I feel like not only you could still be trying to recover from the fear and anxiety and the plague of bullshit and tomfoolery and malarkey they put you through, and just pure clownery and foolishness just in general, that they put you through, but they also could be slowly but surely trying to recover from the madness that they've created. Because I feel like this person isn't mentally sound. I feel like this person is mentally disturbed. I don't give a fuck. They got something going on. Three of Pentacles in reverse. They did not want to collaborate with you. They did not want to be a team player. They did not want to make things work with you two because they weren't willing to put in the work due to their own, like I said, they're stubborn. They are insecure. They don't want to see you win. From what it sounds like, this person acts like a hater to me. And if you're dealing with a demonic narcissist, whether they're an incubus or succubus, Jezebel, Ahab, whatever type of energy or spirit, this is how they treat you. They don't want to work as one. They want to see you fail. And while y'all was supposed to be collaborating together, building this relationship slowly but surely into something great that could have been great, they chose to bail out on you. Now we're going to switch to the other deck. See what Spirit has for us. I cut the deck. We got 3 of Cups and then 2 of Cups. I haven't even freaking shuffled real good. I haven't shuffled at all. Yeah, 3 of Cups again. 2 of Cups. While y'all were in emotional connection with one another, they had other energies they were entertaining the whole damn time. Confirmation. Let's see. Stupid. That's what I'm getting. Some stupid stuff. All right. What else, Holy Spirit? What's going on with this situation? Was the collective's ex or soon to be ex or whatever this person is in their life, were they taking these people on trips and, spending more time with them, more money on these individuals that they were stepping out on the collective with? Were they just giving more of themselves to these people? We got the King of Cups in reverse. Your person is definitely mentally disturbed. They're emotionally detached. They have emotional issues. They're moody, and they don't know how to handle their feelings in an adult-like, mature manner. They're very immature. And they could have some type of issue with substances or alcoholism, or even when it comes to sex. I feel like they overindulge a lot. We have the 9 of Cups in reverse. Yeah, so what it is that they like to party. They like to live it up and party like a rock star and shit. And they're living their life in a fantasy world, I'm getting a lot of watery energy for this person, from this person. So I don't know if this person a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, or something like that, but they're very watery. They're very overly emotional at times, and I think they get in their feelings. And when they're feeling emotionally distraught, when they, you know what, something didn't work out for them. Something did not work out for them. And you know what I'm getting, y'all? I felt like maybe they started acting out too, because while they were playing the field, dating these multiple people, I think this one person that they got caught up on, the one that's the bitch who they thought was the Empress or Divine Feminine or whatever, thought they were their match and all this shit, really was like a wolf in sheep's clothing. They hurt them emotionally. And this could have had them out there excessively drinking, overindulgent, partying, doing stuff they ain't had no business doing, possibly having multiple sex partners. Let's go. We got the Death in reverse. They again, with the Judgment in reverse too, they did not learn their lesson about these old patterns that they're attached to. They have demons on top of demons. They got a legion of demons attached to them. You don't need to be fucking with this person. I'm quite sure a lot of y'all are not dealing with this person, but this person is attached to old negative toxic patterns that they refuse to let go because they are too damn prideful. Too damn prideful to let them go. We have Justice in reverse. They definitely treated you unfair. And again, they don't want to take responsibility for what they did. They just don't. And they may have felt like you did them wrong, but they really did you wrong. They really did you wrong, but they'll blame that shit on you. Like, you didn't treat me fairly. You didn't do enough for me. Maybe in the bed, they're talking about something sexually, because it seems like this person is very sex driven. And they don't want to take responsibility of what they did wrong, and take accountability of what they did wrong, and you know, put things into action and let you know how they did things to affect this relationship. They don't want to do that. So again, it's that imbalance of power too. Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, when it comes to this relationship, Eight of Pentacles, you could have been putting all the work in while they worked. Yeah, they was putting in work trying to be with other bitches or concubines or hoes, whatever you want to call them, but not with you. Then we got Five of Cups. This how they left you hanging. Your heart was broken and destroyed. Even with the Ten of Swords, as I mentioned in the previous video, that was ultimate betrayal 2.0. It's like, while you were mourning over the loss of them, not talking about an actual death here, death is in reverse as well here, you could have felt like they left you hanging. They didn't really try to end anything with you. And they think they got another shot being with you too. They could also be hurt because you don't want to deal with them anymore. And they feel like you left them just there with no explanation. But look at how the way you did me. That's how I would be thinking as a collective. The Magician in reverse, they did a lot. This person is controlling, manipulative. They do stuff for their personal gain. And I feel like that's why they attracted a silly ass female just like them. Some old dusty bitch just like them. Ace of Pentacles. This is talking about financial security, stability. I feel like they thought they were going to work on something with this other female for some type of financial gain. Like I said before, with the Empress, I think they thought this woman had some type of financial stability. That's why they were willing to, I couldn't get that out. Why they were willing to work on their relationship, because they could have thought this was a divine connection by God or something, like God blessed them with something solid. Like a new beginning, a new start, a new financial start, a new something. That's how they felt about this other person, possibly. But boy, were they wrong with the sun in reverse. I think the sun was in reverse in the other deck. Yup. That was bad news for them. Because this woman broke their heart. Like how they broke yours, she broke theirs. Huh. It could have been some bad news around a child too. The conception of a child or something, a birth of a child. Let me tell you something. It could have been a possibility. They could have found out that this woman was pregnant with a boy or something and the child wasn't theirs, or God forbid, you could have been pregnant or they could have been pregnant and something could have been wrong with the pregnancy. My heart goes out to those who have issues with their pregnancies or whatever, that's a sensitive topic, or who've had some type of, I don't want to talk about that, but, issues with pregnancy. If that's the case, I'm sorry in advance. I don't want anybody to go through that. That's not good. And I try to keep that negative energy out of my space while, trying to do readings, but it is what it is. But I wanted to acknowledge that. I don't want to, come off as being no heartless type of individual, because I'm not that person. I'm a person of love, even though some of these people get on my nerves. The Hierophant, this is talking about y'all relationship. This could also be emphasizing how they act in relationships, with the Magician in reverse being here too, that they do things in relationships to have their way and their way only. And it's with a motive, a hidden motive. They have hidden agendas and hidden intentions when they come in a relationship. And that, I think that this person could be a male gold digger or a gigolo or whatever too. They prey on people. That's why they got preyed on. Ten of Swords in reverse. This is talking about, again, the Ten of Swords popped up in another deck, but it was an upright, but here's in reverse. You're still healing from the betrayal, the cheating, the deception, the third parties, and all that. The things they did to you while y'all were in a relationship. We have the Knight of Cups in reverse. This Knight of Cups came out in the other deck, y'all, in part 1. But it's in reverse here. They were looking for one night stands, and I think they just got caught up with the wrong bitch. I'm tell you that handed they ass to them, and they still didn't learn. They still didn't learn their lesson. This woman put on a facade. This right here, this shows too that I feel like your person stepped out on you out of spite, just to hurt you. They could have been jealous of you. They're like, I'm gonna go cheat on that bitch. Fuck that bitch. You know how some people do. I'm getting that. Something about you, your presence, you're intimidating to them. And they could have went and stepped out on you with another female because they felt that way. And they had one night stands with people. So not only were they emotionally connected, but they were sexually connecting with possibly multiple people, like I thought before. I picked up that some people they were just dating and emotionally connected with, and later eventually they just let loose and they just started fucking multiple people, including this main one they got caught up with, because the sex is sex only and trying to party and have fun and shit. Both of them are reckless. We got that. I can't make this up. I can't make this up. This Ace of Swords came out in the other deck in the upright. This is the truth, y'all. And on that note, pow. All right. It's been real, y'all. This right here, this was a lot. All right, so lesson learned. Be careful who you pour your emotions in. I'm talking to the fellas in this case. And, well, everybody. Be careful who you care for right away. Get caught up in right away. Don't let your emotions get the best of you before you get to really know a person. Oh, you think they're so sweet and so beautiful and kind and they're this and that. Take your time to get to know people. I want one more card because I'm feeling something else. Queen of Swords came out the other day, but in reverse. They could have thought this person was an upright individual who told the truth, who was a sharp thinker, logical, but that wasn't the case. This strength, my bad. Strength in reverse. I said that your person had an issue with and a weakness when it came to their sexual organs, with their penis. They felt weak. They couldn't resist. They had to talk to this individual because they thought this person represented themselves a certain type of way. Judgment. And they are currently under judgment. But as we see in the other deck, they're not going to learn their lesson. I can't make this up, y'all. You know what? On that note, I'm done for real, for real. Thank you so much. Again, my name is High Priestess Tana. Thank you for tuning in to Tana Temple Healing Words. It's been a pleasure reading for you all. If you would like to book a reading, I will have that link down in the description box below once I upload this reading. Again, this is part 2 of the reading for today. Please check out part 1 as well. It's been a pleasure. Y'all stay safe. Love y'all. Stay blessed. And, just keep being yourself. Be your authentic self. All right.